Well, that was weird. Weird. I am what you would call late, but also broken today. Very, very broken. Very broken. Very broken. Somehow, somehow this morning, I woke up like super insanely early, and then I couldn't get back to sleep. So I was up for a few hours. I did not get much sleep today. So I slept in a little bit, and I'm sorry about that, but I would have been a non-functioning human being. I was up for as long as I slept, and then finally fell back asleep. I think I got like 3 hours, and then I was up for 3 hours. And, you know, I was trying to do things that would, you know, get me to go back to sleep. Like, I wasn't like perusing my phone or anything. I turned on some music, you know, trying to like just have some noise in the background or something. I thought about like turning my computer on. I used to fall asleep to like watching like a TV show or something. Hi, Darby. And I thought maybe doing that, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna just, because that requires me to like get up and move and stuff like that. So I just turned on some music. I probably should have tried to read. I started a book the other day. I went to like the doctor's office with my mom, and I was like, well, I don't want to just sit there. So I started reading The White Devil. I don't think it's about racism. I don't think it's about how white people are evil. It might be, I'm not sure, but they're in England, so I started reading that. I thought about reading that, but then I was like, nah, because I don't really have like good lighting in the room where I sleep, so I would have had to like really like pray. It wouldn't have worked. I don't have a bedside lamp. I don't have a bedside lamp. Because I don't read in bed. Either way, so I was up for like 3 hours. I finally fell asleep at around, I think it was like 4. So yeah, I slept until 6, which probably wasn't great, but that meant that I got about like 5.5 hours of sleep. 5 hours. I think it's about 5. Not great. Not great. So I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm in a bad mood now. Like, I cannot express how terrible of a mood I'm in right now. So I'm sorry about that. It's not great. Welcome to my sleep schedule. It's amazing, isn't it? No, it's awful. Like, I'm like actually in like a really, really bad mood. Now, you might be asking yourself, Serial, you beat Mission Impossible yesterday. Why did you load this back up? Well, we'll have a nice little laugh together. We'll have a nice little laugh together. So, we beat the game yesterday. I used save states. I wasn't happy with myself for doing that. I kind of pride myself. Like, I don't mind using a save state like we did on the level before the final level. I used the save state to learn the level. Then we went back and played the level. I don't like using save states. I think they're helpful tools, but I don't like using them as like a crutch to get through something, unless something's truly abysmal, which I felt like the final level kind of was. So afterwards, after streaming stuff, I went and looked on YouTube just to see, I went to look on the internet just to see what people thought about the level. And I didn't really read anything. I went looking to watch somebody else beat the level. That's what I did. I went to go look for somebody else to beat the level, because I wanted to see someone else struggle through the level. And I watched a human being do something I didn't know you could do in the game. I actually watched them do a bunch of different things that I didn't know you could do in the game. This is why we read the instruction manual. So apparently you can zoom in while you're aiming, number one. Number two, you can also strafe while you're aiming. I didn't know these things. I didn't know these things. I'm not blaming anything other than me. Look what you could do. Look what you could do. Look what you could do. Look, I will aim and then we can zoom. Oh, I gotta equip my gun. I can aim and then we can zoom in. You can also duck and get even better, more refined aiming. You can also strafe. You can strafe. I was complaining this entire time that you couldn't strafe. It's awkward to strafe. Don't get me wrong. It's awkward to strafe, but you can strafe. I think it might be a little better if I actually had a Nintendo 64 controller rather than using this one. But you can strafe. So that's not great. I mean, that's good for this. That's real good for this that I can strafe, because then I can just go left and right and left and right, and this is great. Good morning, Ebony. So I thought to myself, well, maybe we'll give it another shot and we'll see, because I watched somebody go through it and I was just like, you can do things I didn't know in the game. You can apparently also shoot the helicopters down with your handgun. So we're gonna try the level again. I know I'm a torture person. Put on happy easy game to make bad mood not bad. No, I want to beat this, Darby. I want to like be able to say like I legitimately beat it and didn't use the save state. We legitimately beat it on easy mode. Cool. I beat every stage so far. I want to do it. You need to go do the bins. Do the bins. Thanks for the follow. Good. I did the bins before I started streaming. I was like, well, it's later than I normally start, so I'm just going to go take the recycling out now. So I took the recycling out. It was dark and cold. It's like 20 degrees outside right now. What does my weather app on my telephone say the weather is? Well, the weather outside is weather. Oh, it's 30 degrees. Okay. But today's supposed to have a high of 53. That's crazy. Like the rest of the week is supposed to be in the 50s. That's warm. That's warm. 50 degrees. That's crazy for December. We also had 30 today, but it was a different 30. That's a hot 30. We had a cold 30. I like how we can both share in 30 degrees, but have such a wide difference in the spectrum of temperature. Okay. All right, it might take us a couple of tries, but I'm gonna get through this. Whoa, hot, cold, 30 degrees. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'll be right here. It might take us a few tries to get through this. Hey, look at that. You can shoot down the helicopter. All right. We just have to keep an eye out for cars and helicopters and enemies. It's okay, it's okay. 2 helicopters caught me off guard. The heli was something, yeah. How you doing, Horace Grits Bart? Yeah. This game is something. This game is something. Oh, doing all right. You're playing another game I've never seen before. I do that. I do that. I do that. I play games and people are like, what the hell is this? I didn't know it existed. And I'm like, fun fact, I didn't either. No, I knew this one existed. I played this as a young teenager. Nice. Just take your time. We don't need to rush anything. I gotta take my hoodie off. Feels like the controls are kind of working against you. This would have been 100 times easier with mouse. It would have been fine with controller if it had a second analog stick, but the Nintendo 64 only had a singular analog stick, so it's absolutely clunky. It's 100% clunky. It aims so much better like this if you crouch and zoom in. Okay. Car, helicopter, but Okay. Everything's going fine. Take your time. What's up, Moxie? It seems jerky with the crosshair. It is. You can hear me now? Excellent. I'm glad you can hear me. How are you doing, Ebony? How are you doing, Moxie? How are you nerds doing? Okay. Things are going fine. We just creep slow. The physics are great. You landed the rocket right behind him and was blown towards the explosion. Excellent. I'm good, thanks. I'm eating a sandwich. Ooh, what kind of sandwich? I made a grilled cheese sandwich for dinner. We had challah bread, so I made it on the challah bread, and we had mozzarella and like a block of Parmesan. So I got mozzarella, tomato, and Parmesan on the challah bread. It was all right. I'm doing okay. About to go to work. Well, good luck with work, Ebony. I hope it's not stressful. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
Way to go.
Is there gonna be like a car coming or something? I'm so nervous right now.
Way to go. Way to go.
Okay. I don't know how much longer it is, but it's so long. Sounds like a decent combo. I mean, I ate it. Bins, doorbell, and bottles are done. What doorbell? Bing bong. I had literal leftovers tonight, like leftover things in the fridge. Bring on groceries tomorrow. Yeah, sometimes you gotta make what you can with a smorgasbord. Your trooper for sticking with this. This is brutal looking. Technically, I beat it yesterday, but I used a save state, and that kind of irked me. So I wanted to beat it without the save state, and then I learned that I was ignoring some of the mechanics. So not only were we playing on hard mode, I was playing on extra stupid mode because I was ignoring like a handful of the mechanics. Now, I'm not saying that they would make or break the game, but they definitely help kind of improve the experience a little bit. It was charging, and the bottles are to collect for redeeming them for coins. I got you. Gonna get ready for tomorrow. All right. You're walking like a stuffed pumpkin. God damn it, you and your stuffed pumpkins. Okay. So those helicopters cheated. You know what? I'm gonna just leave it on. No, I was right at the end. I was literally right there. The helicopters shoot me through the wall. I don't think the helicopters are supposed to be able to shoot you through the wall, but I think because we're playing on emulator, the helicopters are not right. We were right at the end. Damn, that was like 15 minutes. All right, well. Yeah, I think the emulator kind of fucks the game. I didn't realize we were right at the end.
Way to go.
If you don't shoot the driver, the cars come back.
Way to go. Way to go.
That could have not gone worse. For whatever reason, I wasn't shooting them. The game decided you don't get to shoot them. Damn it. We were right at the end, too. I was like, shit, man, I'm gonna do this first try. This is dope. No. No. We had a taste. And now it'll be decades before I get back there. Decades. Literal decades. At least 10 years.
Way to go.
Not gonna lie, I'd probably save state on this too. I'm a scummy save scummer. There's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing wrong with it. I just have a fragile ego. I just have a very, very fragile ego.
Way to go. Got it. Got it.
My man just be appearing out of nowhere. Oh, morning, Gerg. How you doing? I went to Best Buy yesterday and messed around with the Switch 2. That device is far too premium to leave the house with. How so? You can actually play with the Switch 2. It's because people in Canada are trusted. People in America would not be trusted. Like, they would never put, like, the Switch 2 out for people to mess with in the United States. It's too fancy. Dude, awake, making things happen. Nice. I'm half asleep, getting angry. That was a lot of things to deal with at once. Stop shooting me. Ow!
Way to go.
Stop shooting me! Turd.
Way to go.
Do I have no handgun ammo? I do now. Great. Slowly, Ethan. Slowly. No, don't shoot me! Walk slow. Very slow.
Way to go.
Okay, I think we're at the end here. Maybe?
Way to go.
Okay, maybe not. I guess there's one more. Not great for me.
Way to go.
think we're fucked. I've never seen a helicopter do that.
Way to go. Way to go. Way to go.
Let's go! Impossible mission done. Impossible mission done. Let's fucking go. Easy baby game. Who would have thought this game was hard? Who would have thought this easy baby game that the babies of Easy Town play would be hard? Wowzers. I'm a gamer. Wow, thank you. I'll take my bow now and my $1 million from Bill Gates. Thank you. Bill Gates said he'd give me $1 million if I did this. It's true. Don't ask him, but he said he would. This is truly a momentous occasion right there. All right. Now I can say that we've actually beat Mission Impossible. We beat all the levels without save states. It's a rough level, but if you take your time and you utilize the mechanics that the game has, you can win. I still think that some of my statements hold true. I think the terminal room is abysmal, and I think this final level is not that great either. But it's definitely doable. You didn't need to do that to prove you're a gamer. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It wasn't for anybody else but for me. It was purely for me. Mainly because there were mechanics that I didn't know existed in the game. Like zooming in and strafing. They make a big difference. The zooming in on that really made a difference. And every once in a while, when you crouch, he could go from using one hand to two hands. You steady yourself a little bit more and it makes things a little bit simpler. But there we go. Now we can say that we beat all the levels without save states. I mean, I use save states to learn some things about the levels, but then we actually beat them. I genuinely thought that level was impossible. I genuinely did. I also didn't know you could shoot the helicopters down with the handgun because I never tried it, because why would you be able to shoot a helicopter down with a handgun? I was like, they require rockets. So I used rockets. But yeah, no. Handgun, 5 rounds, brings down the helicopter. It's beautiful. Because it takes so long to switch from one gun to another. Because he's got to put his other gun away, take his other gun out. It just takes time. So it's easier sometimes just to use the handgun to take down the helicopters. And it worked. We had 1 HP in a dream there, and that's all that matters. Only one of the guys popped out at the end of the train, too. There's supposed to be 2 guys that pop out of the ground there. And only one of them did. So when the cutscene triggered, I didn't have to worry about the other guy killed me the last time. So it was nice just to be able to hit him with a rocket there. So that went beautiful. That went absolutely beautiful. That couldn't have been better. I'm very happy that we got through that. Very happy that we got through that. I don't like that level, and I don't like the terminal room level. They're doable, but I don't like them. Do you feel sorry for all the kids that got this game for Christmas that year? It's not that bad on Possible. Possible's pretty easy. Possible's pretty easy. Impossible is difficult, but that's all right. It's hard mode, right? Do I feel bad? I mean, there is fun in this game. There is fun in this game. It's not a terrible game. How many levels are in it? 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 13, 20. There's 20 levels in the game. 20 levels. That's not bad. Some of them are short. Some of them are a bit longer. Like the first part of the game's a lot of fun. It kind of devolves into a shooter into the back half of the game, which, I mean, despite the fact that now I realize that you can strafe and zoom in, I'm gonna say that still probably doesn't help improve it that much. I'm sure that being able to strafe does help though, because you'd be able to pop around a corner. I didn't think you could do that. I didn't think you could corner pop. So you can corner pop. So that is helpful. I don't know how helpful it is because I was just standing in the middle of the room taking shots. The fact that you can strafe does help a little bit. That does help a little bit. I don't think it makes it a great game. Hard mode is hard. I'm sure possible is like super easy. Most of the missions we didn't struggle on in impossible. And the reason why I wanted to play impossible is because it gave you extra mission parameters. Stuff you didn't have to do on possible. You got extra mission parameters, which is great. Like I wanted to do the more things, you know? I thought that was fun. I like that. I like the fact that like I had to do extra things. I think with slightly better controls, like if somehow I know all the nerds out there decompiling Nintendo 64 games, you know, and that allows them to like make improvements on the game. If somebody ever decompiled this game and actually allowed you to have dual analog control, this game would be pretty fucking fun. This game would probably be a lot easier, but it would be a lot more fun too. It's not a bad game. It's not a great game either. Whoops. It's not a great game either. It's very meh. But look, we did it. We did it. We did everything that you needed to do in that game. And now we can play Space Station Silicon Valley. Now we can have some fun.